Hello everyone, we're happy to have you on this webinar right now. I am Jinan Shab, I represent EDM and I am the SAP Business Innovation Division representative. We are thrilled to meet you virtually and hope to meet you in person at future events. Today we shall be presenting the SAP Human Capital Management software, and we hope you will find this webinar insightful and beneficial to you and to the organizations you represent. The webinar duration is 1 hour. First, we will introduce IDM, then we will have a brief about SAP's latest innovations presented by Mrs. Diana Haddad, to then leave the floor to Mrs. Reem, who shall demonstrate SAP SuccessFactors. We are honored to have among our presenters Mr. Fadi Danaya to answer all your queries left in the chat box throughout the session, and who will be managing the Q&A session. Fadi is the SAP Sales Head of HR Solutions in Lebanon. He is responsible to drive the overall HR digital transformation. Last but not least, the mics are muted. The chat box is open for you during the session to answer all your queries, and at the end we will have a Q&A session where the mics will be unmuted, leaving the floor open for you to interact live and to answer all your queries. EDM. EDM was established in 1989. We are a prominent regional provider of IT security services, IT infrastructure, business software solutions, power backup, telematics, IoT, and tracking devices. We are a certified partner for more than 30 worldwide software and information technology brands, SAP Silver Partner, Microsoft Gold Partner, 2022 Microsoft Diamond Partner of LS Retail, Dell EMC, HP Business Partner, Qualys, Kaspersky, Trend Micro, Veeam, Fortinet, and many, many more. We are empowered by a team of 200 highly professional engineers, certified consultants, and employees. We are now one of the leading companies in Lebanon and have 2 offices in Saudi Arabia and presence in the MENA region, serving a wide range of customers with tailored solutions that can streamline business processes and drive success and growth for the client's business revenues. We will skip the mission and vision and to mention why you should choose EDM. Because we listen, we interact, we understand our clients' business needs and challenges. We strive to design the best solution based on your business requirements, and we implement and deliver on time, and we continue to support our clients after service delivery. Our major partners are, as already mentioned, SAP, Microsoft, Telematics, we have Trax Locator, we have many mentioned already, which we will skip for now. Among our most clients, we have a big list of clients, also very important, like many of our attendees here today. We are honored to have them, and of course many more not to mention in this. And we will leave the floor to SAP and to the product we are today concentrating on, which is SAP and SAP SuccessFactors. I will leave the floor now to Mrs. Diana Haddad, whom she has more than 25 years of experience in the IT industry in different roles. She has been with SAP for the last 6.5 years. Diana is so passionate about supporting organizations to embark on their digital transformation journeys. Diana, please, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Jinan, for the introduction. 25 years of experience. You can see them here with with a bit of the age on the face. So I'm Diana Haddad. I'm sales manager for Lebanon. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and thank you, Jinan, for hosting us. I will take just 1 minute of your time to introduce SAP quickly, SAP in Lebanon. So just for you to know, SAP is a German company. This year we are, or it was established in Germany. It's a global company. This year we are celebrating our 50th anniversary. In Lebanon in particular, and in the region, we are present. In the region, we have been present for the last 20 years. Historically, we used to cover Lebanon from the UAE or from KSA. In 2019, the organization, the company decided, despite all the odds and the circumstances in Lebanon, to put people on the ground in Lebanon to support, to be closer to our customers, to understand their pain, and to help them run better or run at their best. So, so since 2019, we are three people on the ground here supporting the Lebanese customers and some of the regional customers as well. Our purpose at SAP is to help the world run better and improve people's lives. And I'm proud of this purpose. You will see it through our interactions with you, through our solutions, and through a lot of initiatives that we are driving in the market to support the Lebanese market. Now, just a quick note, if you'd like, because we are closer to you, if you'd like to schedule maybe at the end of the meeting or the webinar, we can share our contact details. If you'd like to schedule any call, any meeting, if you'd like to reach out, definitely you can always reach out through Jinan. But if you have any query that you'd like to ask directly, you can do it. So in the of years, I'm not sure if I'm able to. In the last few years, SAP was looking at how it can help the world run better. And we realized that innovation is becoming a big thing in the market. And why is it like this? Because if you look at organizations like since 2019, in the organizations that were really thriving and big organizations in the 1998, I can name a lot of them. Big, 52% of them has gone out of business because they failed to innovate. And SAP started to research how can we avoid this for the customers or the prospects that we support. Hence, it came with a model that is called the Intelligent Enterprise. It's an architecture that supports organizations innovate quickly. That starts, I know that maybe not all of you are IT driven, but that has, as I said, it's an architecture, it has the data center, it has the technology platform. We can discuss it in details, but what matters is that this architecture has also been productized today. So it's not only an architecture for IT people. We have a product that is based on this architecture that we go and promote and sell in the market. At the heart of the intelligent enterprise that enables you to innovate quickly, to engage with your customers and with your employees quickly, if you see here, is the hire to retire process, which is the employee engagement or human experience management portfolio. So for HR people here, a lot of organizations think that HR is just not at the core. It's still a cost center, etc. No, it's we know for sure. Studies have shown that it's at the core of the intelligent enterprise. It's a core enabler for innovation and for growth. With that, I'll leave it to Reem to take you through our human experience management, and we will share our contacts at the end, as I said, and have a great morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jana. And hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. So Jana showed you the entire vision of SAP for the intelligent enterprise or the smart business that we envision for you. And now we'll be focusing on the heart of it with the HR solution from SAP, SAP SuccessFactors. And today we're going to show you how you can provide an exceptional experience for your employees and how you can engage them like never before. Before we jump into the HXM or HR solution from SAP, let's talk about first, why should you move to a new HR solution, or why should you digitize your HR today? Well, it all depends on the business outcome of it. And today, it's very well known that business success would require profitability, and now the new term that has been hot for the past few years, sustainability. And when we talk about sustainability, it's not only environmentally related. It also relates to you as HR professionals to maintain a sustainable business, meaning maintain a sustainable workforce. So this is where we talk about how you, as HR professional, you're responsible to retain the employees, to develop the employees, to help grow them in order to grow your business further. So the conclusion is that it all starts with your people. If you want good business outcomes, if you want a sustainable business, it starts with your people. And you need to support and empower and connect your people to your purpose in order to realize that. And when we talk about people, this is where we talk about the human experience management. So if you notice, we're not talking about it as human capital management anymore. These terms have been long gone and now have been replaced with the human experience management, where we put employee at the center and focus on the employee experience, the everyday experience, the moments that matter in the employee life cycle. So back in the day, you as HR professional, you used to care about how are you doing within the organization, meaning is there a confidence in the strategy, overall strategy of the organization? Are we using the right tools and technologies? Do we have efficient onboarding processes? Are we handling the HR inquiries well? Well, actually, nowadays you have much more questions to ask where you nowadays put the employee at the center. So you ask the employee, how are you doing? Do you feel like you have enough flexibility at work today? Especially now that in the past 2.5 years, we have to move to hybrid working. So also providing employee flexible working hours, providing the employees the tools for them to do the remote working has been very important. Also providing their employees a chance for them to grow, a chance for them to have meaningful connection with the organization, a chance for them to feel like they're working for a bigger purpose, because we all know millennials and Generation Z care mostly about working for a company that has a bigger purpose. And finally, providing them this personalized touch where they can plan their own career within the organization. And here we help you with SAP SuccessFactors in putting people at the center of your business and help you realize the profitability and sustainability you would want. Now, the question is, how can we help you do that? Is by actually providing you the set of hire to retire solutions that would allow you to empower and connect and engage your employees. And when we talk about keeping your employees connected, this is by providing the solutions from HR that could help you attract and retain the best talents with our hiring and onboarding solution. It's by also helping you engage the employees and keeping them engaged and nurturing the engagement and the culture of belonging with our experience management solutions. And it's also important to keep them supported and for you to provide the regular operational HR processes and services, whether they were self-services for employees or manager self-services. So here we talk about providing you with solutions for you to pay and do the benefit management for your employees, and also for you to support them with the right rewards that they deserve. And finally, about empowering your employees, and this is where our comprehensive talent management solution that can also help you keep your employees upskilled and reskilled, help your employees also build their own development plans and plan for their own career growth within the organization. And this is part of the also smart business or intelligent enterprise vision by connecting the HR processes also to your enterprise today. And finally, by providing you some of the back-end technology that would actually empower this entire suite, by talking about the guided workflow, by talking about powerful analytics and insights, in addition to the localization frameworks that we offer as part of the solution. So yes, today the solution is localized for Lebanon and the region when it comes to the operational HR. Now here are a representation of the solution today. So here we talk about having the strong foundation today that could help you manage the competency framework of your employees, the skills, and also make use of best practices. So today, the suite that you would take can help you actually accelerate your transformation by having access to the best practices in the main processes, in addition to having access to strong analytics and planning tools that you can use across your enterprise. Now, talking about the section for core HR and payroll, this is where we talk about Employee Central, where you do your operational HR. This is where we talk about also where you can do the benefit framework and management for your employees. We also provide you a solution for time and attendance, in addition to a very powerful payroll engine, and finally, an HR ticketing system, also known as an HR help desk. And when it comes to the talent management, and this is how we can help you complete the hire to retire cycle with our comprehensive talent management solution, from recruiting to onboarding, performance management, compensation, succession and development, and also learning management. And we also provide you more specific solution. For example, if you have today quota carriers and you have sales driven employees where you would like to monitor their sales performance and their quota achievement, we also provide you a sales performance management solution. And finally, one of our most recent innovations is called Opportunity Marketplace, where you can provide the new concept of an internal talent marketplace for your employees. And the cherry on top comes with the employee experience management is by providing you a tool for employee experience. And this is where we can provide you the tools for you to release surveys either on a quarterly basis or biannually or once a year survey, where you can measure the employee happiness or employee satisfaction and engagement for you to see them in comprehensive dashboards and to take the right action at the right time. And what would you realize with the SuccessFactors HXM suite? You will actually be able to realize three main values. The first one is providing a cohesive experience for you to further improve the employee experience, the employee engagement, and overall the employee experience across the organization. The second one is a gain for you as an organization where you would gain overall agility by having an agile workforce. And finally, you'll be able to link your people and their daily activities into the people strategy or business priorities that you have. And how do we do that? It's by providing this individualization for your employees. So today, if any of you grabs their iPhone, they would receive personal notifications based on what they use, based on what they do. So it's context-based. And similarly, we have designed the solution for you to surface the data that you need based on your role. So everything you see within SuccessFactors is personalized just for you. The second one is providing you efficiency. So we also redesigned the solution to have fewer clicks. And one of the reasons is because nowadays we are using more and more applications and the processes perhaps are getting more and more complex. So it's by providing a powerful tool that could simplify these processes for your employees, help them go and finish the workflow as soon as possible, and they'll be able to have the relevant task, relevant notifications brought forward for them to complete. And finally, we talk a lot about empowering employees and by providing them opportunities of growth. So it's not only with the talent management suite and development, but also by providing them the internal talent marketplace and giving them opportunities for them to grow and for them to have a future or have a future-proof career within the organization. Now, let me take you through some of the solutions which we offer. So talking about SuccessFactors recruiting, this is where we can help you empower the candidates for them to also find the best jobs that are available out there and attract and retain the best talent. And with our solution comes a career site builder where you can build your own engaging career site. Today, if you go and search for Sephora careers, for example, they'll be using SuccessFactors recruiting with our career site. If you look for Etihad Airlines, they're also using it. And on top of it, some of our customers have decided to also extend it with some of our third-party partners where they can provide you AI-powered recruiting, where, for example, a candidate can receive some personalized job recommendations. Moving further into how can we help you simplify the daily life of your employees is by providing them the efficiency and the simple experience and also the minimum clicks. So an employee would start their day on the homepage like we see here. They would have access to quick actions of some of the most used self-services. For example, if I want to take some time off, I can go and click on my quick action and go and after knowing my balance, I could go and set when do I want to start my date, my vacation, when do I want to end it, and finally send this for approval. So once I send it for approval, my manager would receive it on their mobile and they would happily approve it for me after agreeing on the time I'll be going off. Other things you can provide is also part of self-services, providing mobility and also providing them the capability for the employees to go and update their own personal information. For example, I could be a recent, and I could be an employee who recently had a baby and I need to go and add them as a dependent. And this is usually kind of a process that requires many steps, information, proof, but you can simplify it in one service where an employee can go and add their dependent on their mobile and they can provide the attachments needed. And finally, the HR professional can provide the approvals needed. And on top of it, we talk a lot about the employee experience. And here you can see an example of the Qualtrics tool that we provide for you to release surveys and for an employee to respond to these surveys within a few minutes. And here we can help you gather feedback continuously about your employees. So for example, it could be a once a year or quarterly basis employee engagement where you would see if the employees are happy with the recent policies of remote working, for example, or you would like to see if they are happy with the overall benefits they receive. And this is one way where you can listen to what your employee needs, understand what are their needs, and finally take the right action at the right time. And finally, one of our recent innovations is called the digital workplace. So here, a lot of our customers have recently realized they've been using a lot of applications, whether they were SAP applications, SuccessFactors application, or non-SAP applications at all. And here we provided a solution where you can have access to all of these applications from one place, in addition to having the relevant information surfaced for you. So this would act as a unified point of entry for you as an employee, regardless of your role. This is where you go and you complete your HR services, but you also go and complete some of your job-related tasks as well, in addition to your manager self-services. And we designed the solution because one of the most recent IDC studies showed that on average, an employee would have to access more than 10 applications a day. So imagine the number of clicks and pathways that I need to remember and for you to complete perhaps just one process. But with the digital workplace, you can easily simplify your complex landscape by providing this unified point of entry with this unified experience for your employees. And last but not least, one of our most recent innovations, which have announced in Success Connect in October 2021 was Opportunity Marketplace. And this follows the concept of the internal talent marketplace that the major companies have been applying for the past few years, which providing a place for your employees for them to go and look for opportunities of growth, whether they were short-term assignments or fellowships, whether they were mentoring programs where they could connect with mentors, or whether they were some future jobs within the organization that are recommended to them based on their own capabilities. Now, for you to see the solution live in action, we wanted to take you through the journey of 3 main personas that you have today within the organization. We'll take you through the journey of an employee, who can go and do some of their self-services on the mobile. And then we'll show you some other manager self-services that you can complete. And finally, we'll move into the HR professional experience with SuccessFactors. So starting with the employee's experience, so your employee today would actually expect to live like they work, or actually work like they live. So here they would expect to have access to all of their self-services from one place on their mobile. So, and this is how most of us like to do work today. And this is how most of us like to also complete their self-services. So by going into my SuccessFactors mobile app, I can go and start my day as an employee. SuccessFactors mobile app is a native mobile app that you get with any license from SuccessFactors, and you can go and complete your self-services as an employee or as a manager and have access to multiple notifications as well. So starting my day as an employee on my homepage, I have access to quick actions, like if I wanted to check my pay statement or if I wanted to request some time off. And also on my homepage, I can see some notifications which are personalized just for me. For example, I have so many learning assignments that I need to complete, and I would receive a notifications telling me that I need to complete them on time. And I can go and view the details of these learnings, or I can dismiss this notification for now and have a reminder again tomorrow. Maybe I have some more strategic tasks I need to complete, and then by the end of the day, I can focus on my own self-development. So this is very similar to the notification that you would receive on your phone today, where you can check the details or dismiss them for later. In addition, I can also receive notifications about an upcoming deadline for one of my goals or objectives. So here I need to work on developing and documenting the business continuity plans. And actually, this is overdue, but what I need to do is go and focus my daily activities or my weekly activities for me to complete the specific goal. So what I can do is go and actually create an activity and focus on it and link it to my goals. So by going to the quick actions, I can go and create the activities. So all I need to do in this case is finalize the documents, and I would go and record it as an activity. Once I'm done with it, I can go and record it as an achievement. And what's nice about it is not just making your employees record their activities in an operational way, but give it a more strategic meaning, meaning linking it to their final goal or to their goal that they're trying to achieve. So right here, it's all about developing and documenting the business continuity plan, and I would like to save this activity. So this is one way where you can provide your employees a chance for them to record the activities and achievements they're working on, linking them to a meaning or a strategic meaning and linking them to their goals, and also providing the managers visibility to know what their employees are up to and what are their achievements, and also provide them some feedback. So other notifications I can see is also that actually I'm a manager and one of my team members is about to have a birthday here. So also the solution would remind me if there are any birthdays or upcoming work anniversaries as part of my team. And here are some other content that I can have access to. They could be some annual reports that my employer would like me to check, some other important also links for me to check, or other pending requests. So right here on my homepage, I can go and see all of these. So looking here, I have recently got married and I would like to go and update my personal information, and I can do it right here on my mobile. So by going into my personal profile, I have access to both my personal information in addition to my employment related information. So here I can go and have access to my personal information, and it's as simply as editing the information that are there. So here, this is one way for you where you can relieve your HR admin from the administrative weight of them managing and keeping update of the records of the employees, so the employee themselves can go and edit this information. But you as an HR team, you would still have the full control for you to monitor the and give the right approvals on any changes made on the system. So here, I recently got married, so I would like to go and update my marital status to married. And then the system would give me an automatic warning telling me that my marital status has changed and I need to go and upload a proof of marriage, and also go and update my benefit and payroll information. So here I don't have to go and run and go and scan my marriage certificate. All I need to do is simply upload my marriage proof. And not just upload it, you can actually take a picture with your phone of the marriage proof. So right here, I have my marriage certificate right next to me, and I can upload it as an attachment and as a proof of marriage. And once I'm done, I can send this request for approval. And here I would trigger a workflow where I can see who are the participants within the workflow. It's actually my HR business partner, who would approve it. It's a one-level approval. Of course, all of these approvals and workflow approvals are configurable, and you can configure your own. Now, once I have updated my personal information, I recently got married, I'm also planning to go on a honeymoon very soon. So I would like to request a vacation. So by going into time off, I can go and see how many days I have left within my balance for this year. And I can even go and see my absence calendar if I have any upcoming absences, if there are any upcoming holidays. And even for business continuity, I can go and check if there are any people within my team that are absent on that week. So I'm planning to take a vacation next week to go on my honeymoon. And thankfully, no one from my team is absent. So I know for sure that my manager would approve it, because usually my manager doesn't mind if it's only one person from the team that is off during that time. So here I can choose what type of time off I would like to take. In this case, it's a vacation. And all I need to do is go and submit when do I want my vacation to start and when do I want it to end. So I would like to go on a few days next week. And here you go. It will automatically calculate how many days I will be taking. And I can also add a comment for my manager telling him I'm going on my honeymoon and to kindly approve. And then I could send this for approval and my manager would receive it and approve it. And before going on my vacation, I would like to make sure that I'm on track when it comes to my objectives. So right here, I have access to my goal plan, also on the mobile, so I can see all of the goals I've been working on. So I already recorded an activity related to developing the document and business. So right here, I can see my goal plan, and I can see the activities that have been linked to them. And finally, I'll be able to go on my leave with a clear conscience, knowing that I have completed everything that I need. I'm going to pause for a second. I see that there's a question in the chat. Let me go and check it. So here, can I have goal management without learning, or is it one package? So Mr. Eli, yes, definitely you can have a goal management without learning. So it is true that our talent management suite is all comprehensive and interlinked, but also we give you the flexibility to start wherever you want, whenever you want. So for example, if today you have immediate need for you to implement goals and performance management before going with learning, you can definitely do that. And then into the future, you can roll out the rest based on your priorities today. Okay. And do I need a separate license for mobile application? Mr. Hisham, no, there's no need for a separate license for the mobile application. Our mobile application comes with any license that you take from SuccessFactors, and it's a native mobile app that you can download from the App Store, and it's available also on the Google Store. And now I'm going to move into the manager's point of view. So from a manager's point of view, what matters is for me as a manager to go and complete the approvals on time. So by approving, for example, here, I can see before even approving, I can see the requests that require my approval and my to-do list. So right here, my employee has sent me a vacation request. So from outside, I can go and just swipe and approve if we already agreed on it, and no need for me to see details. But also I can go and see the details of this approval. So right here, I can see for how many days my employee is asking for. I can go also and see what's the period. And finally, what's really important is that I can go and right here, click and see a calendar or a weekly view of my team absences on that specific week. So seeing that no one else from the team has been has submitted this. I can go and approve this, or perhaps write her a comment, ask her to reconsider for a few days, for example, or you can even delegate this request for someone else to take a decision. For example, some of your employees could be working with matrix managers. They might need them on another project. So you can also delegate this decision for someone else. And also, as part of our Employee Central solution, you can have the functionality of auto delegate, where you can, based on the specific period where you're out of the office, you can have all the workflows automatically sent to your delegates. And this is one of the things that I need to do as a manager, approving requests. Other things is for me to manage my team as a whole. So here, by going into my Teams tab, I can see all of the employees that report to me, and I can have access to all of their details. For example, I can see if they are in different locations. I can go and see how they're distributed across location. And I can also have access to some very useful reports like the competency gap report, where based on the recent competency assessment of my employees and the competency level that is needed for their job, I can see what is the competency gap across my team. And in this case, you can see right away, using the competency gap tool, you can see who are from your team top performers or outstanding performers. For example, going and seeing Jada right away, I can identify her as someone who is an outstanding performer. So when it comes to all of the competencies that she has linked to her role, she actually exceed the expectations in most of them, specifically when it comes to delivering high quality work and also working safely. So here as a manager, I can identify right away the stars within my team. And other reports are also available for you. If they're, for example, like the performance potential matrix report, where you can see the performance versus potential of the employees. And same here, this is one way for you where you can identify who within your team are actually in the magic quadrant. And here, for example, I can see that Jada is in the high potential, high performers rate. So right away, you can identify who from your team you would really like to retain within the organization and even further improve their performance. And this is one way where I can get a helicopter view of my team, but also I can go and dig deep into one of my employees' details. So by clicking on Jada, for example, I can have access to her both her personal information and her employment information. So from her profile, I can see both her contact details in addition to, for example, her own team, if she has team people reporting to them, in addition to personal and employment related information. And one of the most recent also information portals that we added is the COVID-19 related information, where you can also keep track of the vaccination status of your employees. And here, if you would like to also understand if the reporting relationships, you have access to the organizational chart when you can reach out even to the people reporting to Jada right here. And if you need anyone from the organization, you can right away reach out to them from the org chart, which is available on the mobile for employees. And it's not only about having this operational aspect of managing a team, it could be also strategic by managing their talent. So here I have access to the activities that Jada has reported and has linked to the goals. So we saw the example of adding an activity related to completing the business continuity documents and linking them to this goal. So I can see both the goals and the activities that this employee has recorded. So right here, I can see the achievements and how active my employee is for them to complete their strategy. And this is what we call continuous performance management. And this is one way where you would actually be able, as a manager, by end of the year, to provide an objective evaluation and assessment for your employees, because you are aware of what they've been up to in both activities and achievement. And you also have the chance throughout the year to give them the proper feedback for them to further improve their performance. For example, if I notice that she hasn't really focused on one of the goals, I can go and give her feedback on adding more activities or focusing her daily work on specifically this goal. And it's the end of the week almost, and now it's time for my one-on-one meeting with Jada. I saw her activities, I saw her goals, and now I'm ready actually to start this one-on-one meeting. And I can start the one-on-one meeting right here from the mobile app. By starting the meeting here, I would get a structured view of the meeting. So here I can see in a structure all of the activities that the employee has been up to. And finally, I can also provide her feedback on them, and we can, during the meeting, go and even create more activities and also discuss any other topics that she would like to discuss. So right here, we can go and work together on specific agenda or topics that we need to discuss. And we all know how much it's painful for you to maybe take notes during the meeting and maybe lose them later or having to email them to yourself. So we also provide you a tool for you to take meeting notes right here on the mobile as well for the most important findings or topics you have discussed. And at any point, you can go and visit your meeting notes history for you to know for your next meeting as well. And this is what we call the continuous performance management, which is a part of our performance and goals solution. And with this, I complete both the employee and the manager demo. And now we can move into the HR professional experience. So we will see how the HR professional can also be empowered with the SuccessFactors suite, and how they can have like access to some very powerful tool. So in this case, let me move to the HR professional. Any questions in the meantime? Let me check the chat for any questions. Okay, great. Now we'll be ending the demo with the HR professional experience. So by going into the HR professional experience here as an HR professional, I like to be empowered with this one powerful dashboard where I can get a helicopter view of the entire organization. If I wanted to check the headcounts of my employees, how they're distributed, or check the rates of my employees and their salaries, or getting specifically like an overview of the organization. So right here, I can see in one dashboard all the workforce related information, whether they were overview KPIs of the headcount or of more related. And you can also bring in, as part of the analytics tool, more data that you would need for you to measure both your operation and experience data of your employees. And also it's about having some organizational management and position management tool. So as part of the organizational management, the HR professional can also take a look at the structure within the organization, and they can see and understand the reporting relationships. And one of the major capabilities as well of the solution is a total workforce management solution, which allows you to both visualize your total workforce, meaning both your current employees or your full-time employees, in addition to any contingent workers or contractors you have. And as part of the employee information management, HR professionals would have access to the employee profile where they can see all of the personal information and employment-related information of employees. And with this, I conclude the demo, and now moving into the last few parts of the session for today. So you saw the solution, you saw the major capabilities of the solution. Now let's see who are the major customers that are running SuccessFactors today. So we give you an example of one of our global customers, which is Microsoft. They've been running SuccessFactors for several years now, and they are using it as one HR platform for them to manage the entire employee lifecycle for their employees. And here we're talking about 140,000 employees across the globe in 90 countries. And one of the main capabilities of the solution is that the platform helped them adopt, is actually very flexible and can adapt and grow with their own needs. And also they were able to make use of the global aspect in addition to the localized aspect of the solution. And another customer that we have, this time we chose for you a regional customer. We are familiar with Shell Group. Also, Shell Group have started their journey with SuccessFactors for several years now, and they have the entire SuccessFactors suite, even including the experience management component that they have used in the past few years for them to further improve the employee satisfaction, because they realized that with better employee satisfaction, they can provide a better customer experience. And we all know how customer experience is important when it comes to luxury and fashion retail. And finally, when it comes to our solution, so you saw the global coverage that we offer for our global companies, in addition to the localized content that we provide even for our customers as well. So here you can have one single source for your entire HR platform or HR records. And for when it comes to localization, so we provide localization across all of these countries, including Lebanon, of course. And with every new release, we provide more and more localization packages. And finally, a lot of companies and organization, and actually the top organization in the major industries in the world have actually adopted SuccessFactors. We have more than 200 million users across the globe live today and using SuccessFactors, and we have more than 13,000 organizations of all sizes, small, medium to bigger enterprises across more than 25 industries using SuccessFactors solutions as their HR platform. And you can hear it, you heard it from us, and you can hear it also from the analysts. And we have received several recognitions in a row for the past years, including the IDC Market Scape for talent management, for integrated talent management. So you can see SuccessFactors is actually at the top tier, in addition to Gartner Peer Insight Customer Choice, where we have been chosen as the go-to cloud HCM suite. And with this, I would like to conclude the session for today. I think we have a few minutes left for questions. And also, if you require any further information, I invite everyone to scan this QR code where you can have access to further details on the solutions we have presented today from SuccessFactors. And of course, please feel free to reach out to anyone from the call here, whether it was the SAP team, myself, Fadi, Diana, or the EDM team with Jinan and her team. And thank you so much for your time today. Let's see if we have any questions left unanswered in the chat. Is there a minimum quantity I have to start with? This question is from Hisham. No, Hisham, there's no minimum quantity you have to start with. And this is one of the main things that we focus on when it comes to SuccessFactors. So it's for companies of all sizes, whether you're a small size or a bigger size, and it's sizable. So you can start your journey today with your current number of employees, and the solution can definitely grow with you as you grow. I think Fadi took care of most of the questions, which is great.
Reem, there's a question I like. I think it's been taken care of, but maybe if you can shed more light on it. Where SuccessFactors data is stored, and can it be used, extracted to create a customized report? This is from Aziz.
Thank you, Aziz, for your question. So Fadi already covered this question. This is stored in SAP data centers. And yes, definitely you can extract the data for you for reporting purposes. And also it's important to highlight that the solution comes with reporting and analytical capabilities within solution, embedded within the solution for you to build your own customized reports or make use of the standard reports that we offer.
On these particular subjects, if you would like to know a bit more, apart from the code, if you'd like to reach out to us, we can clarify more. We can provide you with a demo or presentation. Reporting is a big thing in the within SAP, the number of users as well. So all your questions were very interesting questions. If you'd like to know more, please feel free to reach out. I have put my email and mobile number in the chat, so feel free to contact me. And as usual, as I said, you can always contact Jinan. But yeah, more questions if you'd like. I think we have still 6-7 minutes.
I have a question from Jad. Engaging our employees, can we use SAP in the performance management appraisal? Definitely. So one of the modules that we offer from SuccessFactors is the performance and goals module, where you can do the entire performance management cycle that you have, starting with setting objectives and goals for employees, then evaluating these employees. You can do as many stops you want throughout the performance cycle, whether you do a mid-year review or quarterly review and then a final review. So all of this can be configured within the system. And also on top of it, we provide you a tool that you saw in the demo on the mobile, and which you can also have available on desktop, which is the continuous performance management tool, where the employee can go and even record activities and achievements and link them to their goals. And a question from Hadi, in order to create incentives for sales, is it possible on ERP that aren't SAP? So the question from you, Hadi, that's a great question. If we can actually perhaps connect our sales performance management for incentives and planning with your with the ERP that is non-SAP. So of course we have standard integration with SAP, but a custom integration is possible in that case. And we can provide you further details after understanding your current landscape and the current ERP that you use today. So please, Hadi, feel free to reach out to Fadi or Diana for further information on that.
But in a summary, yes, Hadi, it's typically, we work with any ERP. It just depends on the architecture. We work with all ERPs, yeah, on the incentives as well, yeah. And we understand that incentives for sales is a very big thing in big organizations, in all organizations that have salespeople, actually. From Hassan Kibrit, Reem, you have a question. Is there any connection between the data on mobile and on the desktop?
Thank you for your question, Hassan. So whatever you see on the mobile is available on desktop. So all the data that you see are live data. Whether you were editing your information on mobile, they would also be updated on the desktop, because everything you see in the solution is live data. I hope I answered your question, Hassan. Great.
So remember, Hassan, the reason why we have mobile is to make it faster for you. So for management, for HR, to whenever they are not in front of their laptops or desktops, to be able to approve, send requests, etc. So yes, yeah, I mean, just also to get, I'd like to highlight why, I mean, the logic behind the yeses that we are saying.
I think it's safe to wrap up. Jinan, yeah?
Yes. Thank you very much, ladies and Fadi. Anyone has any questions, or shall I close? Thank you very much for attending, and you made our day. It was a great hour talking to you. We appreciate you lending us your ears and your presence today. We will get a link to the recording in the follow-up meeting. You will get a link to the recording in the follow-up email, and we hope you will keep engaging with us at EDM. Stay well, stay healthy, positive, keep working, and stay in touch.